Okay, so welcome everyone. My name is Tracy M. I'm going to do a tutorial to show how you would go about getting your gravity suit or potentially other item if there's anyone from SMZ3 watching. But we have learned that it is possible that a player's own gravity suit can be in their own spring ball Shaktool location. So I'm going to go ahead and show how you do that. I'm not particularly good at it, but I can do it, and hopefully this will at least let people know what steps they need to take. You see the same as item screen here. I've turned off all the items you don't need. Square attack is kind of nice for the end of it, but you don't need it. These are the items you do need. You absolutely have to have all these items to do this in logic. Okay, we'll get to that when we get to it, Astor. Because that's if you fall in the sand. We'll deal with that, and we'll see if we can figure that out. But for now, we'll just go ahead and do all the steps. But yeah, you need ice, well, you don't need Varia. I should turn that off because you don't need it. I'm going to leave it on. Damage. Now, of course, I have a bazillion E-tanks because this is the practice round, so I guess maybe I'll turn it off. You do obviously need Morph Ball, Ice, Spring Ball, High Jump, and Space Jump. And you need Grapple Beam, because obviously you need to get here and you need to shoot out the grapple block. Okay, so let's do this. And frankly, I said this earlier, you could argue this is actually maybe easier than doing left sand pit. You'll have to make your own opinions on that. I find some strats really easy that other people find super hard, and vice versa. So. Okay, so first of all, you want to fall down the right sand pit. That's a little bit unfortunate because, of course, you may be checking for your gravity suit in your left sand pit. And yeah, you can keep going from there, but it's the less time you spend in the sewers, the better off you are. The next part of this is pretty simple, but your timing has to be pretty good here. Oh my god, I'd with the subscription. Interrupting my tutorial. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and make a save state here. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and make a save state here. What you want to do is you're gonna fall down, and you want to be ready to shoot the Evier as you fall. Okay. If you don't get him, I believe you can use a power bomb to have him go back up and down, but yeah, you want to get him. And if he's too high, you can, that's too high. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to the save. You want to fall down, land there. Okay. That's too high. So I can now wait him out a little bit. There we go, that should work. It's nice, it's weird that Ice Beam one-shots him, but, whatever. Okay, so now I've gotten over here. So I'm going to do... I'll go ahead and do another save state. Oops. There we go. Okay. So the real crucial thing about all this is you don't want to fall into the sand. Azur's talking about that advice. I cannot get out of that sand. I do believe it is possible to get out of that sand, and we'll try and do that at the end. Frankly, if I fell into it, I'd probably just reset, because it's just that much of a pain. Of course, this part you're going to need Grapple Beam, so you want to grapple the block. And if you fall briefly, like that, you can get out very quickly. If you fall into the sand, it's very, very difficult to get out. Saffron's saying it is very possible to get out, so like I said, we'll try and do that at the end here. Okay, so the next part this is the strangest part, the part that is probably the least familiar to a lot of people, is I'm going to do what's called a flatly jump. So I'm going to get here to the edge, and then I don't just jump, I kind of push a little bit to the right, and then I'm going to jump, and I'm going to try and hit the hole there. Let's see if I can do it on the first try. Actually, let's go ahead and make a save state here. Okay. Yeah, we'll get to that. Okay, so now I'm going to jump. Okay, so I kind of got the jump, but I didn't quite get it in the right spot. Fortunately, I can just jump back over here. It's not a big deal. I think you can do it from either side, but I'm better at doing it on this side. Yeah, that's fine, Saffron. Once you get in there, you can kind of do back and forth wall jumps, or you can go just do a single wall jump. It works just fine. And there you are. I'm right up here. I'm going to do that again, or try to do that again. Oops, didn't quite get it that time. There we go, I'm up. Okay, so the next part about this is to do a surface space jump. So the first thing I want to point out is you'll notice the water line rises and falls. It's kind of hard to time this properly, but you really want the water line to be as low as possible to get the surface space jump. And so what I like to do is, you can do it from either side. You can just kind of jump, spin jump, and then you just want to start mashing the jump button when you get to the top. And hopefully the water is on the low end. If it's on the high end, it's not going to happen. So you have to, see there, oh, and didn't quite get it. Still not getting it. There we go. And then once you get past the water line, you can just wall jump like usual and get up there. I recommend doing this on the right side here, because what can happen if you do this on the left side, unless you have screw attack. If you have screw attack, you're just gonna buzz right through those bugs up there. If you do that on the left side, what can happen is, oops, I had it, and then you can get a, there we go. Oops. Or you could just lose the wall jump. Now you can, like, it didn't happen to me, but now the bugs can knock you down. And it didn't happen, but it could happen. And that's why I would do it. And that's a lot of damage taken. Okay. Then, of course, the last part, very simple. This is why you need the spring ball. Don't take that kind of damage, because you don't need that. But obviously you're going to need that spring ball to actually do the jumps. One thing you might consider, if you have plasma beam, you might want to turn that plasma beam off just in case you do get a double hit on the Eviers. But that's actually not something I've really experimented with. But yeah, of course, now you get here. Oh, they kill not right? Okay. I'm hearing now that you have to turn it off because it'll actually kill the Eviers outright. So you absolutely would have to turn plasma beam off. And this is where you need the spring ball. There it is. There's your spring ball. Okay, so let's go back to here. And I'm going to have my chat explain to me how I get out of the sand here. Because if I can show it, then that would be great. And if I can't show it, then you all will be on your own. Okay, so what do I need to do? What easy method, Saffron? When I do rhythmic jump presses, holding jump for half a second each time. Okay. So I'm getting from Azure that you want to do rhythmic jumps presses, holding jump for half a second each time, and you want to avoid the walls. Yeah, it's 3-4 jumps back and then okay. Oh, I'm actually gaining height. Hey, I'm gaining height. There we go. There we go. There we go. Got it. Okay. So it can be done. It's a pain in the butt. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, there you go.